What does great FP&A look like in your mind? What's great FP&A?
That's a tough question because I feel like oftentimes you can feel what great FP&A looks like before you can actually see it. And what it feels like to me when I'm in a great FP&A operation is it's proactive, it's efficient, and it's driving value. So what it looks like from the outside, it's hard to tell, but sometimes like the teams are small, but those small teams are critical for business success. So it's less about team size, it's less about sophistication. It's more about like, are these teams driving value for the business partners? It's almost like a role where like, you don't know how valuable they are because they're working behind the scenes and working through business partners to drive the value. It's like, if you see a healthy company, you probably have a healthy FP&A team sitting behind it, driving it forward.
I really like how you said that, sitting behind, because we're not out front as an FP&A. And if a business is performing well, especially of a certain scale where it's large enough to have FP&A, there's probably a good FP&A team behind that. They did a study where they found, based on some criteria they used, they graded a bunch of teams FP&A on, best practice. And they found in general, those companies that graded high on their FP&A had faster growth rates, higher profit margins.
Yep.
Which gets to what you say. You could generally see it in the bottom line.
Right. And you keep the company out of bad news stories. Like so many times in the last few years, you see companies that staff up 5,000 people only to staff down 5,000 people a few months later. And you're like, that's an FP&A like it's not exclusively, but you know it when you see it. You know bad when you see it, and you know good when you see it. And it's easy to feel when you're in it. And like, to your point, like the company results tend to show you the fruit of what I would call like the FP&A tree's labor. It's like a healthy tree is going to bear healthy fruit. Just look for the fruit and you'll see it.